Hi everyone. I wanted to quickly discuss a brand new feature which allows you to input large files into the context or system prompt of an AI model. Now, before we explain how this feature works, we need to first of all lay some foundations, and that is what's the backstory. In the context of ChatBotKit, the backstory is the equivalent of the system prompt or the developer prompt, as some new AI models are currently calling it. And the idea of the backstory is to describe the purpose of the bot, maybe some rules, how the bot should behave, the style of language that it mimics, and so on and so forth. Because the AI models are becoming increasingly larger and significantly cheaper, this gives us the opportunity to stuff more information in that space. And this is a technique which is currently picking up and it's becoming more and more available. Now, it is possible in this sort of setup here to simply paste a large document, which will provide the context for that specific setup, but that will obviously become very difficult to manage. This new feature allows us to insert a reference to a file inside the backstory, and we're using this special syntax, which starts with file underscore followed by the ID or the name of the file itself. Now, I already have a file that I've created here. It's simply called pop.txt. I'm not going to show you the context of the file, but it's just a small file that demonstrates how this setup works. But in a real world scenario, this file could be as large as you want it. So maybe in the range of several megabytes even. And the idea is that once we engage with this bot, the file will be read. It will be stuffed inside the prompt. So the bot will have access to that content immediately, and that information will be used in subsequent iterations. Now, the benefit here is that we are saving in terms of caching because these tokens won't change from the beginning. This means that the more we interact with this model, the cheaper it will be. So just to demonstrate how this setup works, I'm going to make it full screen. Notice in the backstory, we don't specify the name at all of the bot. The bot is called Bob, and that's what the file contains. We simply say that there is a file and that needs to be inserted in this space. I'm going to close this window, go to chat with this bot, and I'll simply say, what is your name? And if we are successful, that will give us the name of the bot. And in this case, it says Bob, and that exactly is what is inside the file. The best way to use this feature is simply to put a lot of data that you might have in a separate file. This means that now I can synchronize the data into the file continuously. So I can do this every hour, every day. So this could be a database of sorts. And that doesn't change how the bot has been configured. So you don't have to edit the backstory as in here. I can just simply edit the file itself, and that information will get propagated into the bot in here. And that is, of course, one of the many features that we offer in the platform, which facilitates the creation of conversational AI agents, such as this one. And of course, this is just a small piece that can be reused in a much larger and more complicated setups. So I hope you enjoyed this new feature, and I'd love to know your feedback and how you use this feature in your specific solutions. Thank you so much.